Okay, this is a video to go ahead and explain common problems that people will have with saving projects from SAM. So the first one is a lot of people forget to correctly name the file to upload to SAM. So when they download the instructions and they download the file, they just kind of click File, Save As. They leave the name as is and they save it. Okay. So I'm going to try an attempt to submit to SAM. So I'm going to go back to SAM. I'm going to go to the project. Since I already have my project saved and I already downloaded the instructions, I go to step 2 of 2. And I'm going to click on the arrow to upload my assignment. And I'm going to pick the first one because that's what the file was. Okay. I double click it. And if you notice, this time I don't get a green check. I get an exclamation mark in a maroon circle. It says match file name, then re-upload. Meaning the name of the file that I saved it under does not match the file that SAM is expecting the file to be. So it's not going to let me submit because I don't have the correct file. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my Word document. And if I go to File, Save As, I can see what the name of the file is. If you notice, I forgot to do the steps from the beginning, and it said to erase the 1 and switch it to a 2. Okay. And then you click on Save. Once you get the correct file, again, you go to SAM, you click on the arrow, and I'm going to pick the one with the number 2. I double click it. This should fix that problem. Okay. You forgot to save the file correctly by erasing the 1 at the end and just changing it to a 2. Okay. But there are some other problems. There's going to be times for some people, not all, that you're going to have the correct file name. Okay. We're going to go to File, Save As. Okay. And you're going to notice that when you upload, you're going to have the correct file name, but SAM still does not want to accept your assignment. This is what you need to do. You need to erase all of the file, and you're going to have to type it in on your own. Meaning, you're going to go to the instructions. These are the instructions up at the top. This is the other file that you downloaded. What you can do is you can come right here to the last step where it says with the file, whatever, still open, ensure that it's the second one, like the very last one. You click and you highlight everything. You can do Control-C for copy, or you can right click and click on copy. Then you're going to go back to your file where you did all the work. You're going to click and paste. Okay. This is going to put the file name, but you need to come back here and put your first and last name with the correct capital letters. So my name is Angelica Marin, so I got to type in my first name with a capital A with no spaces, and then capitalize the first letter of your last name. And then I can save my document. You click on Save. All right. Well, I already have my file name. I can go back to SAM to see if it'll accept that file. Double click on the upload, and then I'm gonna double click here, and yes, it did accept. So again, sometimes you are gonna have the correct file name, but SAM doesn't want to accept it. Again, just go to your instructions that you downloaded, copy paste this file name as is, and then just switch the first and last name for your first name with a capital first letter, and then put in your last name with a capital first letter. And that should take care of that problem right there. Okay. Other problems with the documents? No, they're it really. Sometimes you're gonna have the wrong document name. You might forget to change the 1 to a 2, and other times you do have the correct file name, but you just have to go back, erase it, copy paste, and switch out your first and last name by capitalizing the first letter of your first name and the first letter of your last name. Okay, sometimes you're gonna run into the problem of you're trying to upload your file, your assignment, and when you go, you don't see it on there. It's not there. And you look and you look and you look and it's not there. The problem is that you probably saved it under a different location. Instead of saving it under documents, you might have saved it under downloads. This is a very common problem. Okay? Again, when you're looking for the file, if you can't find it, it's probably because you saved it under downloads. So go to downloads on the left side over here. Click on downloads, and you should be able to see some documents on there. Now, let me show you a quick way of finding your files. If you notice over here on where the files are at, next to it, you have a date of when the file was created. If you click on date modified, it'll do two things. It'll start with it'll arrange all of the documents by the oldest document first, or if you click on it again, it could go ahead and arrange the files from the ones that you saved last. So you'll get the newest ones first. So I would click on date modified so that I could get the newest ones. When you do that, then your assignment for Sam should be the first one. Okay? But just again, look at the titles of the documents. Because if you click the wrong one and you try to submit, Sam will not take it. Okay? So on this one, it's not even uploading. Again, so make sure that you guys choose the correct file. Okay? Hopefully these will take care of a lot of the questions of people that people are going to have. Again, if you still run into a different type of problem, please text me and I'll try to address your questions. Thank you.